This little piece of Bocote was left over from another project, tossed into my scrap bin and nearly forgotten. But I decided to turn it into something beautiful. If you'd like to see how that scrap turned into this amazing tornado bowl, stick around till the end of the video. I'll take you through all the steps. Bocote is known for its striking grain patterns. Native to Mexico and Central America, it's a dense, oily wood, which makes gluing and finishing a bit tricky, but the end result is well worth it. It's also hard and somewhat brittle, so turning it can be a challenge. This piece measures about 10.5 by 5.25 inches, and it's roughly 2 inches thick. I started by jointing one face and edge to get a clean, flat reference. Then I resawed it on the bandsaw to create a beautiful book-matched pattern. When gluing book match pieces, pay close attention to the grain alignment and which sides you want to join. After letting the glue dry overnight, I scraped off the excess and flattened one face. Then I passed it through the planer using shallow cuts to avoid tear out. I have already attached the waist plug to my faceplate. I used hot glue to attach the faceplate to the board. Make sure to attach the faceplate to the side that will become the outside of the bowl. On the other side, I marked circles for rings, each 7/8 thick. The center ring is about 3 inches in diameter. Then I cut the board into a rough circle on the bandsaw. To cut the rings, I used a simple jig mounted on the tool rest rod, set at a 45-degree angle with the board. A 1/16 inch parting tool does the cutting. The tool needs to be razor sharp to avoid binding, so I sharpen it after cutting every ring. The rings sometimes splinter during the cut, so I smooth the edges using my drum sand. Before gluing, I mark alignment lines across the glue joints of each ring. These marks help maintain the original grain orientation. Then I transfer the lines to the edges for accurate stacking. For gluing, I use a jig I built based on the Longworth chuck design, with a spring-loaded center finder to hold everything in place. I use the marked lines for alignment. To add contrast, I use a piece of Mexican ebony, also known as Katalox, for the base. Once the bowl is shaped, I sand it thoroughly, starting with 40 grit and going up to 220 grit. Then I clean it with denatured alcohol. For finishing, I used Clean Armor's UV Cure tabletop system. It's fast curing under UV light and leaves a beautiful shine. I started with the Wood 750 tabletop sealer. It helps block the natural oils and prepares the surface for the final top coat finish. After sealing, I sanded up to 220 grit, cleaning between coats with a non-alcohol based cleaner like glass cleaner. Then I applied the top coat, Wood 757 tabletop finish. Altogether, I did 3 coats of sealer and 2 top coats. Once cured, I sanded the bowl starting at 220 grit and working up to 1500 grit for a glass smooth finish. Then I buffed it using Yorkshire grit, first the original, then microfine for that final polished look. clean the bottom, I used my vacuum chuck system, a JB Industries oiled vacuum pump with a 5-inch one-way chuck. And finally, I gave it a wax buff to boost the shine and protect the surface. And here it is, the Bocote and Katalox Tornado Bowl. A challenging piece, but a truly rewarding one. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so that you don't miss the future builds. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.